watched the Kansas race with me. One of these days, I'm gonna break the rule and go live anyway, even though I'm afraid I'm not supposed to do it because it's copyrighted content, but we'll see. One of these days, it might happen. I hope I'm centered because I had to move because the stupid thing wouldn't cooperate with me. One of these days, I'll also remember to set up the YouTube live junk before I actually hit the live button so I can hold my phone and not have to worry about putting it in this thing. Anyway, 55 seconds. Should I stop and go share? Probably, but am I going to? Probably not. That's why I never get very many viewers. Do you feel sorry for me because I don't have any viewers? You should, and then you should share so that more people come next week. Next week is Talladega. I should really go live during Talladega because, y'all, my reactions at Talladega are crazy. Although, I don't know if you can beat this from Bristol, but, you know, I don't know what all these features do that they give me. I get all kinds of fun things. So, this is my joke for this weekend. It was stage Denny Hamlin, stage Kyle Larson, stage Christopher Bell, and then the little part with the little part with Denny and Tyler at the end. I definitely I added him to my fantasy because he had the pole. But that was basically the only reason. I after Denny took over at the beginning, I was like, Tyler's just gonna be in the top 5, but he's not gonna do anything. I never thought that was gonna happen. And then especially y'all, this was a boring race. The reason my joke was stage Denny, stage Kyle, and stage Christopher was because I was bored. I was like, y'all are putting me to sleep. Whoa, the sun came out from behind the cloud and it just got bright. I was like, y'all are putting me to sleep. Let's do something exciting. And they waited until 2 laps to go to do something exciting. I don't even remember what happened, what caused that incident. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. For the newbies, I see 2 new names at least that I haven't seen before. I am Amy, or Blind NASCAR Fan, as my username says. And this is what I do. I talk about blindness and NASCAR. And that's about all you're going to get from me. Every now and then, I'll throw in some Lego. But that's about all you're going to get from me. So, yeah, the ending for sure. I definitely didn't see that coming. Really, seriously, I was bored. And then the ending happened. I was like, I could have just tuned in for the last 5 laps and it would have been awesome. I don't know what happened. I don't even know where Christopher Bell finished. My dad and I tried to look it up and we think it was 20th or 21st. But man, he must be super bummed after that. Seriously. That was not cool for him. It's cool for me to watch it, but not cool for him. That is true. Everybody does have their own thing to talk about. Um, I can do the happy dance. It kind of looks like this. That's what I did last week at Bristol when Ty Gibbs got his first win. It's not really a dance, but I don't know if if that shows up because I'm closer to the screen, so I can reach out here like this and read comments. But yeah, that's about all the dancing that I do. Hello, hello. Yes, that was that was sad for both Denny and his fans. Like, I don't know how I feel about it because, like, I don't want to like Denny, but I like Denny because I like snarky Denny, like Denny who says, "I beat your favorite driver." Best victory lane speech ever. Like, I know a lot of people hated it, but I was like, yes. I've been like paying attention. Usually when he wins, I would turn it off because I've always felt like he was kind of a little bit of a crybaby. Like, I don't know. I just never really liked his personality. But ever since that day, I was like, this is hilarious. Can we do this all the time? And like, I felt all last year, I felt like he fed off of the boos. Like, people would boo him and he would just do stuff to antagonize us. It was hilarious. I loved it. And I actually asked him about it. The video is posted on this channel, but you can't hear it. And the best part of our conversation got cut off. Dang it. But he actually admitted to I mean, not in so many words, but he admitted without coming right out and saying the sentence. But he basically admitted to antagonizing people and enjoying it. Like, I was teasing him and giving him a hard time about it, and he just laughed and he's like, "Yep." So he basically admitted it without saying the words. It was funny. But yeah, like, I was enjoying his winning last year only because I liked how he would make everybody mad. And like I said last week, like, I like the fan interaction almost as much as the drivers. Like, I like to watch everybody whine and complain. It used to drive me crazy, but now it's like, oh, I get social media entertainment now. Denny the Menace. Oh my gosh. Well, he was my garage driver, and I was like, well, it's a good thing I didn't pull you out. But yeah, so I thought for a minute when they were talking about like Chase Briscoe being the first guy on 4 tires, I was like, "Well, maybe he'll just, like, plow through all these guys and win the race." Like, I didn't put him on my fantasy, but he was the one in my pre-race video on Friday that I thought was gonna win. I didn't get it right either time, y'all. I told you. I don't remember who it was who suggested that I do a my picks for the weekend, and I told y'all I was afraid to do that because I was afraid you'd see how truly terrible I am at it. Well, you're finding out because 2 weeks in a row I was really good at it, and ever since I have sucked. Like, seriously. But I feel like today Carson Hocevar's pit crew was playing the part of Ryan Blaney's pit crew. Like, let's lose him spots on pit road every time we come down. Like, seriously. He was on my roster too, and I was hoping that he would get a good finish. But no, I mean, it wasn't like awful, but it wasn't in the top 10, I don't think, where I wanted it to be. And the last little part of that race was funny because within the span of like 10 minutes, it was like, oh, Denny's gonna win. Oh, Larson's gonna win. Oh, Bell's gonna win. Like, you would think that all of them at some point were gonna win. So I like how it was literally like what? I don't know. It wasn't very many laps where you're like, "Oh, Tyler Reddick just threw it away because he ran out of gas," like that point. And my dad was telling me what they were showing on the TV and how Michael Jordan was holding his head in his hands like, "Ah." And then like a few laps later, he's like, "Don't count him out yet, dude." my name is Amy. I thought I told you that before, but maybe you weren't there. You know, what's really funny is that I usually put Byron in my garage and I usually just leave him there forever. I I don't know why. Last year he was there more times than he was out. I like Briscoe. He's cool. You know, I'm looking at my comments. I put Suarez on my roster at the very last, like I changed it right. Gosh, it wasn't at the last minute, but I set it Friday and then I changed it Saturday. I was screaming at Tyler when he ran out of gas. Oh, he screamed back. That's funny. My dad and I were in the same room, so we would both be screaming at each other or at the TV. But I one of these days, seriously, I really am gonna go live, even though I'm afraid it's copyrighted content. One of these days, I'm seriously gonna go live during a race. So y'all can see, like, my stupid reactions to stuff. Like, I react and then I find out what happened, and sometimes I feel stupid, but then sometimes I feel justified for my stupid reaction. But I'm like, I'm like, I yell at the drivers and I yell at the pit crew, and then I talk to, like, in this case, because it's on Fox, I talk to Mike Joy and and Kevin Harvick and all of them. Like, it's really funny. But one of my favorite lines was, I think it was Clint Boyer, who said that he would stop and pick up Michael Jordan on the way to the track so that he'd be there. Because he's been at all of Reddick's wins this year. So I kind of agree. Like, I'd stop and pick him up too. It's funny, but I like it. But other than the last like 5 laps, y'all, like, I was bored. Like, the most interesting part of the whole thing to me was how, like, one car was so good in one little section, and then, like, they would lose the lead, and I guess this isn't new. This happens a lot, and it's happened a lot through history, but, like, that's literally why I called it the Denny the Denny stage Denny Hamlin, stage Kyle Larson, and stage Christopher Bell, and then the last little Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick part, that was just a sideshow, like, it was like that was that was just random stuff. IndyCar hasn't actually started yet. I thought it would be started by now. I kind of want to watch it, but my dad's got the TV remote, so I'm probably not going to. But I kind of want to. I gotta look because the one IndyCar race that I really, really, really want to watch is the one from DC. I probably missed it, but that's the one that I'm really intrigued by. I really want to watch it. I like that all the IndyCar races are on Fox. Now, if we could just get NASCAR to be on a set channel, even if it's a CW, I know a lot of people hate the CW, but you know what? I never have to wonder where the O'Reilly series is. At least for what, 3 more years? I think thought they said it was a 5-year contract, so this is the second of their 5 years. So anyway, and I didn't know that Briscoe was actually ever out of the chase, so that's kind of interesting and exciting. Look at y'all knowing all the stuff that I don't know. See, I need you two to be here all the time because you can answer all the questions that I either don't know, don't care enough to know, or missed out on. Formula One, I've never really. See, like, I live in the wrong part of the world to be interested in Formula One because I feel like all their races are at the time where I'm sleeping. So, or like, I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch a race. It's not happening. I mean, one year I remember when the truck race got rained out and they raced it at like it was 9 local time, but here in the Midwest it was 8, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this." No, maybe it was even earlier than that. Maybe it was 8 local time. And yeah, I think it was 8 local time and 7 for me, and I was like, "Yep, this is probably not happening." I did get up, but it was late. Like I think I got up like a half hour into it. But whatever time it was, I was a half hour late. Hello, hello. I like Tyler. I think he deserves all the wins that he is getting. I think he's good enough to get them. I have a video where I bought into the conspiracy theory, but y'all, sometimes I just do that to get a rise out of y'all. Kind of like Denny and how he was like playing off of everybody's boos, like doing things to really annoy the people that were already booing him. Yep, I do that. It gets likes, it gets shares, it gets comments. I mean, like, it was a little bit suspicious that they won the lawsuit and then he won the first 4 races. It was a little bit suspicious, but I wasn't like as hardcore into it as some people. Like, I do think that Toyota owns NASCAR. I will buy into that theory. But I don't hate Denny. He's not my favorite, but I don't hate him. So I have, like I said, I don't think you were on here yet. Well, you might have been. I get all of your usernames confused because I'm a terrible human like that. And VoiceOver, which is the screen reader that reads comments, it doesn't. Okay, so like it took me going to Twitter to figure out that K Harvick fan was on here. And before that, it was reading it weird and I couldn't figure out what it was saying. So it took me going over to Twitter, and for some reason it reads it normal over there. I can't really figure out why, but whatever. um so yeah, I either don't know how to pronounce your usernames or I yeah, I get them all confused. But anyway, like I said earlier, I don't hate Denny. He's not my favorite, but I have like been entertained by him since the "I beat your favorite driver" speech. That's still my favorite victory lane speech ever. I if Kyle Busch had, this is stupid, okay? This is where like I'm very hypocritical sometimes in my fandom, and this is why. Because if Kyle Busch had done it, I would have been like, ugh, like I would have been mad. But for some reason, Denny does it, and I think it's hilarious. I don't understand. I don't even understand myself sometimes, but but that's I don't know. And he was nice when I met him. Like everybody that I know, they're all like, "Oh, that's fake. He's just playing up to the camera or whatever." Okay, maybe so, but I don't care. Like he was nice to me, and that's more than I can say for some other drivers that everybody says are supposed to be great guys. So, I don't completely dislike him, but he's not and will probably never be like my top favorite. My number one favorite is Ross Chastain because of the watermelon smash. Well, that's actually not true. It's because he's a nice guy. The watermelon smash is just what got my attention. But anybody who lets me put them on my YouTube channel is gonna be good, in my opinion. And he did. So there you go. um, but my favorite driver of all of the NASCAR series will always and forever, even after he retires, will always be Justin Allgaier. Never going to find another. I don't even think there'll be another driver like him ever. He's just the nicest person on the planet, like seriously. Top 3 faves? Yes, the watermelon smash is the best thing ever. It's so fun. Top 3 in oh my goodness. If I go across all series, it would be Justin at the top. Then then Ross, and then Majeski. If I go by series, I don't know if I have another favorite besides Majeski in the trucks because I don't know most of them well enough. Xfinity or O'Reilly. I gotta stop calling it Xfinity, but it took me almost the entire time that Xfinity was the sponsor to not call it Nationwide, so yeah, it's gonna be a while. um, Justin, Jesse, and goodness, I don't know. And in Cup, definitely Ross. Always Ross, forever. um, Ross Chastain, Carson Hocevar, and if we're talking about nice when you meet them, like super nice personality wise, Austin Dillon. Seriously. I have met him 3 times now, and he's such a nice guy. Like, I would almost put him on the level of niceness as far as how he treats people with Allgaier. Maybe not quite, but pretty darn close. If we're talking on track though, oh dear. Kislowski, probably. I don't know, it's hard. That was a hard question. It took me a long time to answer. I'm trying to think like what else from today's race because this is supposed to be about today's race, but I'm distracted. It's all your guys' fault. You distracted me with your questions. They're good questions, but they're distracting. I don't know. Like I I was bored. I'm sorry, but I was bored. I was really sleepy too. Like I don't know why, but I was like, y'all are putting me to sleep. We need to get some excitement. Even my fantasy, like following where my drivers were, wasn't helping. Anyway, I like how many people were watching. Thanks, guys. I like this better than like gosh, the first I don't know Daytona through Martinsville. When did I first do a live? I think it was Rockingham. All the races before that were pre-recorded videos, which helps me make short content for Monday through Friday, but it's not very interactive. It's boring. So doing it this way is a whole lot more fun because then I can talk to y'all. But then like I forget stuff. And y'all know I don't take notes. Forget that. That make it feel like a job. I don't want it to feel like a job. If I wanted it to be a job, I'd well, first of all, I couldn't because I have favorites, obviously. And I have ones I don't like Kyle Busch. So I couldn't do that because I couldn't not pick my favorites. But also, like, I just don't want it to be a job. This is fun. This is not a job. If I took notes, it would be like a job. So there's one problem. Like, I forget stuff because I don't take notes. But, like, I also forget stuff because I'm too busy talking to y'all because y'all are interesting and you make it fun. Talking to myself doing a pre recorded video is not as much fun. But every week so far since I started doing lives instead of doing the pre-recorded stuff, when it's done, I'm like, oh, I forgot to say blah blah blah. So I'll probably do that again. But anyway, How many races have I been to? You know what? I had to answer that for one of those, like, it wasn't a survey, but it was like, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if it was a contest or maybe it was a survey. Maybe it was like fan council something. I don't know, but I had to answer that question. And I lost count. Like, so I have been to, let me do it now. I have been to 22, 23, 24, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 4 cup races at Gateway and 1 at Chicagoland and 1 at Charlotte. So I have been to 6 cup races. I have been to 2 Xfinity at Chicago, 1 at Gateway, and 1 at Charlotte. So 4 Xfinity slash O'Reilly. I cannot believe I've only been to 4. And now, if you give me a choice, I'm going to go to the O'Reilly over the cup races because, I mean, let's be realistic. Allgaier is going to retire in a number of years. Probably not that many, really. And I want to watch him race live as much as possible, even if, like last year at Gateway, he crashed out and didn't finish. I was very sad, very, very sad. But I was there, and so that made it better than if I'd have watched it at home. You would think that would make it worse, but being there makes it better. Truck races, I have been to, good gravy, I don't even know. 14 at Gateway, 14 at Chicagoland. No, that was Xfinity. So 13 at Chicagoland, 14 at Gateway, 16 at Gateway, 17 at Gateway? No, I think, was it just 16? I feel like, see, I can't even remember. I know I went to 1 with my dad at Gateway, but I don't know if I went to 2. So I'm going to say 16 at Gateway. Then 21 at Gateway, 22, 23, and 24. So at least, oh, and Charlotte last year. So 8. 8 truck races, 6 cup races, and 4 Xfinity. And then I went to the USAC Silver Crown at Gateway in 14 and an Indy Lights race in 21 at Gateway because it was the same, like it was the same day as the truck race and we got there early and they let us go in, and so it wasn't the whole race, but it was like the last half of it that I was there for. Hello, hello. Yeah, so Denny Denny and Kyle Busch both are probably pretty close to being ready to retire, I would think. I thought maybe Denny was going to do it after last year, his crappy end of season last year. Um, and some days when I see what Kyle Busch has to put up with, like today, I don't know why he even bothers. Like, that has to be incredibly depressing for somebody like him who, okay, y'all, like, I just told you, I don't like Kyle Busch. I don't, never have, probably never will. I respect him now that he's older and I'm older and he's less obnoxious. But I still don't like him. But the dude has won like how many races? I don't even know. But if you put them all together, why does he not get called the new king of NASCAR? Like, seriously. I get it. Like, I don't know that he, deserving or not, like depending on how you view whether he deserves it. If you just look at the number of races, why, like, he has more races than Richard Petty, and a lot of Richard Petty's races didn't, they came before we had the divisions of the, I don't even know if he was racing when the Truck Series was founded. I think he had finished, but I'm not certain. But O'Reilly races, whatever they were called back then, and Cup races, and whatever else he may have raced in, the divisions at the beginning of his career didn't exist. So some of his 200 wins came in what is not now the Cup Series. So if you're gonna do that, Kyle Busch has more. So I don't know. I don't like him, and I would not want to have to call him the king of NASCAR. But really, like, I don't know. Maybe that's not fair, but that's how I feel. Um, Next week's O'Reilly race will be good as long as Allgaier makes it because he doesn't always have good luck at Talladega. But I love Talladega, so Bush should retire. I have been a NASCAR fan like where I watch or listen to every race since 2011. I started in 2010 with the pothole debacle at Daytona that Jamie McMurray won. And then every race after that was on Fox because back then I think it was almost every race of the season was on, like every race of the NASCAR. I'll get it right eventually. Every NASCAR race of the Fox portion of the season, I believe most of them, if not all of them, were on Fox, like a whole lot more than there is now. And I fell asleep before the end of every single one of them, and I would wake up mad because I didn't know who won. Like I'd come home from church, sit down on the couch, get all comfy, and I'd be asleep, and I would be so mad. And then in 2011, when Trevor Bayne became the youngest Daytona 500 winner, I was hooked at that point. I That's my favorite style of Daytona racing. I know a lot of fans hated it. I know a lot of drivers hated it, but that like two-car tandem, like where they could all talk to each other, and that was fun. I loved it. It was my favorite. I love Daytona anyway, but that was the best. Like I could stand for them to go back to that. But anyway, I wonder what time it is. I wonder if I lost all my viewers to IndyCar. Because I'm probably not as interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I could probably get her to play it on Sirius XM, but since my earbud that allows me to read your comments is also from the Echo, I'm afraid if I said her name, it would screw up the not only the live, but it probably would play in my ear and not on the Echo that's over there by the closet. That would be my luck. Like I am the worst at screwing up technology, not even meaning to. I move and technology goes crazy. Like, it's just how it is. I don't know what it is. It hates me that way. Oh, I am sorry. I never answered that question, did I? Oops. Um, so I don't know if I want to say their names, but in 2014, someone who is now a Cup Series regular decided it was a chore for him to tell me his name. So I repaid the favor, and it's now a chore for me to root for him. It is buried in one of these videos because I did say it, but I'm not sure that I should because I am hoping that in, what is it, 12 years? I'm hoping that he has grown up some. But yeah, like, yeah, he was probably the worst. Like, you have to tell me your name. If I'm in an autograph line, especially if you see me ahead of time, like, you know before I get to you that I can't see you. And then you act like I'm the rude one for not, like, oh my gosh, I can't. Like, I have not met him since then, and I'm hoping he's better. But I don't know because, like I said, I haven't met him. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but yet I'm still like, it's still a chore for me to root for him because it was a chore for him to tell me his name. There's a video where I told Corey LaJoy and Parker Kligerman that story, but I wouldn't tell the name, and they're like trying to guess. I posted it as a YouTube short on my channel. It's pretty funny. But he was probably the worst, but not the only one. Like a lot of them too are truck drivers, and I don't get it. Like, you are a 3rd series. You're not the O'Reilly series. You're definitely not the Cup series. You're a truck series driver. Like, if I don't know you, you know what I mean? Like, you're not on the famous level of Cup guys. So the fact that I don't know you is not terribly beyond the realm of possibility. Like, you know what I'm saying? And most of the guys who are obnoxious are in the truck series, or they were at one time. I don't know what this is. So at Gateway, you get this, you can buy, like, if you buy an infield pass, you get this pass to go. Back then it was truck series. Now it's O'Reilly because last year was their first race there in like what, 10 years, 15 years, something. I don't even know how many years. I think it was 2010, so it would have been like 15. But whatever number it is, it used to be truck series. And so you go through the line and I have to ask them to tell me their name. Except for uh Matt, I almost called him Michael. That's why I hesitated. Matt DiBenedetto was fine with telling me his name and he was super nice and I was an idiot. Like, I felt so stupid because I literally said nothing except that I love you. And it was like my thank you for saying who you are, but also like, y'all, this was 2023, I believe, and nobody else in that line would say their name without me asking them first. And even some of them, one of them never did say his name. And most of them had run out of hero cards. This is another pet peeve of mine. Nothing to do with them being nice to me, but this is a pet peeve of mine. If you are in an autograph line, have enough hero cards because I don't get it. Like, Gateway knows they sold a certain number of tickets to this infield. How hard is it for one of your PR people to call the track or whatever they have to do and find out how many people have passes and bring that many cards? Like, I don't understand this. I guess maybe there's more to it than I understand, but it bugs me when you get through the line and you're not even the last one in the line and they're out of cards already. Why? I don't know. That makes me mad. Like, I can't do it. This driver has won cup races. This year even. There's another clue for you as to who it was. If y'all don't figure it out by this and the video with Parker and Corey, you'll never figure it out. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know what that comment means. But yeah. But he has won cup races. And no, it's not Tyler Reddick. That eliminates your choices even further since there's only 4 other winners this year. And we already established it's not Denny. So that really narrows it down to 3. You're welcome. I basically said his name without saying it. And you all guessed it. But you see, I am giving him the benefit of the doubt and hoping that he matured since 2014. But I haven't met him to find out. Because I was told he didn't win, but I was told that with our infield passes at Gateway, we could go to the not like, when they celebrate on the front stretch. Obviously, we can't go there, but I was told we could go to Victory Lane with our passes. Not the regular infield pass, but they used to call them hot passes. I don't know what they call them now. The VIP pass. I was told that we were supposed to get to go to Victory Lane. And Ryan Blaney was winning that Gateway race. So I was like, Okay, whatever. I didn't really care, but it was victory lane, so I was gonna go. And they wouldn't let us, but he didn't win anyway. It ended up being Austin Cindric, and I think what happened to Blaney that year? Did he run out of gas? I think he ran out of gas, which sucked for him. But I was gonna go and probably not actually meet him because it's victory lane and they have obligations and other people that are more important than me who want to meet them. But I was gonna go anyway, and then they wouldn't let me, so it didn't matter. I like how easy that was. I should have not told you it was he won this year because that was too easy once I told you that. That's funny. Yep. Allgaier, however, he sees me coming in an autograph line. And even though I don't know how he doesn't know this by now, because I'm a creeper. I don't know how he doesn't know this by now. But he sees me coming in an autograph line. And he takes my hand and says, "I'm going to save you the trouble and introduce myself now." And he didn't even say his name. And I was like, "You don't have to. I already know." Because I recognize his voice from radio and TV and like whatever else I've watched videos of him. So that's how everybody should be. And I get like some people are like, maybe shy is not the right word, but they're just quieter than other people. But like, do not act like so since we already know who he is, my bigger issue with Blaney, not that he didn't want to tell me his name, but the way he said it, it was like, I have famous parents. You should already know who I am. No, no, I shouldn't. You know, like, and then on the flip side of this, the nicest person in that entire line is also in the Cup Series now. Bubba Wallace was super friendly, super nice, and then I don't know what happened. Like, I don't like him anymore. Like I feel like he just kind of went crazy when he got to the Cup Series, and I don't know. I don't like him, but whatever. Why is there only two possible options? What the heck? Uh, I don't. Was that at the very? Was that towards the end? Bush trying to slow him down. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He was like 5 laps down. What was the point? I get doing that if you're trying to stay on the lead lap or trying to stay 1 lap down so you can get the free pass. Like, I get that. But he was like 5 laps down. It wasn't going to benefit him. I mean, what's one more lap going to hurt you? You're already last. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, that was annoying. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, this is stupid. But anyway. Oh, yeah, I gotta listen to that because I saw something about that on Twitter. I don't know what was said, but I saw Denny like trying to defend himself on Twitter, and I gotta go listen because I don't know what he said. But like, they were acting all friends. Like, I listened to the podcast last year that Bush was on, and they were acting all friendly. So I guess they're not friends anymore. That's funny. Like, quit being a baby. Like, grow up, and if you don't like what he says, prove him wrong. Like, I don't know. You have a point. I guess there was only a few in the truck series. I believe Blaney. I'm trying to remember who. They were the only two in that line. Blaney and Wallace, I'm pretty sure, were the only two in that line. I'm trying to remember the rest of the field because it was only about half of them that were in that autograph session. Most of the ones I remember from that don't even race anymore in any series of NASCAR. Like they might race, local tracks or whatever, but they're not in the top 3 NASCAR series, most of them. I don't think any others that were there that day were in Cup, but I don't know about the rest of the field. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up now. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go search out the 2014 Gateway entry list and see what. Now you got me curious, because those are the only 2 I know for sure. There might have been another one. I like drama. I think drama is funny. That's why I want to listen to the podcast. Maybe I'll make my own drama. Like I told you earlier, I I say stuff sometimes because y'all get mad at me, and then like people comment, and it grows my channel reach, so sometimes I say stuff. I mean, like, okay, so last 2 weeks, 2 weeks? When did Chase Elliott win? Was it 2 weeks ago? Well, 3 weeks ago now. I was like, I got on my stupid, and I don't like it. Like, I really do think there is a Chase Elliott bandwagon that some people just jump on because everybody else is doing it. And I want to be like, you know how your parents when you're a kid, if you're if so and so jumped off a bridge, are you gonna do it too? Like that's what I want to do because I swear, a lot of people that I know who are Chase Elliott fans are just Chase Elliott fans because everybody else was. So I went on my whole spiel, about if you like him for this reason, if you like him for this reason, that doesn't count. Like, I don't even know if I believe what I said, but I said it because I wanted to make people mad, and I don't like the bandwagon. But also, I did the whole like 2311 conspiracy theory thing weeks ago after Reddick won his 4th race. I buy into that a little bit, but not as much as some people, and maybe not even as much as I said I did. But I knew it would make people mad, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. Because it's like, what do they call it now on social media when you say something to make people mad? It's like rage bait or something. Yep, it works. Guarantee you. Those videos have some of the highest views of all my videos. I know, right? That's the whole goal here. I gotta make enough money doing YouTube so I can go to more races and do my whole YouTube channel's purpose of testing them for how accessible they are to blind fans and slash or helping them become more accessible if they want to. But I don't have any money, so we're not going to too many. It's only going to be Gateway this year, and I'm going with my family, so there's not going to be a lot of accessibility testing happening. But if I can get to what is it that you have to have? 3,000? Or is it no, that's how many you need for Xfinity. I think it's 6. Whatever it is, I'm going to say 6. So if I can get to the 6,000 points needed to get Cup tickets, and they're still available by July, I am going to use my reward points to get Cup tickets to Martinsville in the fall, and I'm going to go there. Because I already have Xfinity or O'Reilly and truck tickets. I just need the Cup tickets and the hotel. And I want to go to the Wood Brothers Museum because it's not very far from there, and they're my favorite race team. Even though my favorite drivers don't race for them, I love them. So there is that. I have a funny story about Chase Briscoe. I was going to say it earlier when his name came up. I think you might have mentioned he was your favorite or something. I don't know. He was in the chat earlier. I saw his name. So 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, in 24. Yes, because that's when I had my pit passes that used to be called hot passes for Gateway. So I got interviewed on the evening news, but that's another story that's also on my channel. You can go watch that one. I met Chase Briscoe and somehow I completely forgot. So I got this message from my friend, like she was freaking out the whole day, and I kept getting all these pings from her, and I was ignoring her because we were busy and I didn't want to stop and pull out my phone. So end of the day, I met him at like, I don't know, noon 30-ish, shortly before they started doing driver intros. And I didn't talk to my friend until like 7 at night when we got home. And she's like, her only question was, "Did you just meet Chase Briscoe? I saw you on TV coming from his garage stall." And I was like, "No, I don't think so." And my sister sent me the pictures of all the drivers I met that day, and she doesn't know who they are. Like most of them she doesn't recognize. She recognizes Allgaier, but most of the rest of them she doesn't. And so she sent me the pictures. I sent them to a friend of mine who is also a fan, and she was going through and telling me who they all were. And so she gets to Chase Briscoe, and I'm like, I messaged my other friend, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, I actually did meet him, so it was probably me that you saw." But I don't know why I didn't remember. Like, what the heck? I gotta go meet him again so I can say I remember. Because honestly, still, I don't remember. I remember Hocevar, and I remember John Wood, and I knew that I think there was 2 other drivers that I met in the garage area that day. I don't remember who they were. Honestly, I don't. I have no clue. Apparently one of them was Briscoe, and I don't know who the other one was. This is funny, like, I have this picture, I don't remember getting it, but I have it. Okay, that's cool in a way, but, like, I would not have a driver sign my cane because what do you do when it rubs off? Like, that would make me mad, like, I would not even mad, like, I would be sad. I would be like, because you know, if I was gonna get anybody to do it, it would be Allgaier. But, like, then it rubs off, like, and then I don't have it anymore, like, or if I break it, like, my luck, it would have been the one I had in Charlotte because I didn't have him sign anything in Charlotte when I met him. I didn't get a picture. He didn't have any with him, and I didn't have him go get any because I wasn't meeting him to get a picture. It was meeting him to thank him for having his kids sign my little mini helmet. That's actually behind me on the shelf. But that same day, it wasn't even the next day. I met him. I met Allgaier, and then like actually, it might have been before I met him even that I had broken the cane. I don't remember. Yes, it was. I broke the cane at lunchtime, and it was taped together the rest of the day. So like I don't know if I'd want him to sign that. Like, I don't know, like I mean, I'm keeping the cane like for all the memories that it through that race, but like I don't know. That would be my that would be my concern. But anyway, um I think you're the only one left. I think all my other viewers went away. Me. They all left me. They all left for IndyCar because IndyCar is more interesting than me. Apparently, they're racing today, IndyCar guys, it's apparently the oldest or longest running. I don't know if they meant the racetrack or the actual race itself. It sounded like they meant the actual race itself, but I don't know enough about IndyCar and its history to know. But ooh, smart. Hmm. Maybe I have new goals. Maybe I'll have like a whole bunch of art signatures on my cane next time when I come back from Gateway. Because I didn't have anything for the Xfinity autograph session last year at Gateway. I took all the hero cards, but some of them didn't have any. And I didn't have anything because I left my bag with my brother-in-law because he didn't want to go through the line. And so I didn't have anything for them to sign. But anyway, Um, yeah, future goals, I guess. I like the idea. I did this once. I've never done it again. I like the idea of getting a hat. I think I've got Jeffrey Earnhardt, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick. Did Trevor sign that? I don't remember if Trevor signed it. I met Trevor that day, but I don't know if he signed it. I don't know why he wouldn't have, but I had other things for him to sign, so maybe he didn't. I know I got Harvick, Hamlin, Blake Cook, Jeffrey Earnhardt, and uh there was another one. Who else did I meet that day? I can't remember. My brain is stupid. Maybe that was all. Maybe Trevor was the only other one. Thought there was 5 before Trevor, but maybe not. Anyway, that was a Chicagoland hat. I have never met Truex. That was my goal. So, if you were around in 2013, remember the big debacle where they kicked out, I don't even remember who it was. Was it Truex that got kicked out and then they put Jeff Gordon in or something? I don't know. Jeff Gordon got in and I was like, this is stupid. And it just messed it all up. Well, I think it was Truex that got kicked out. I have the original poster before Gordon was added to it, and they put him out like at Chicagoland. They put him out in the morning, and I don't know why I even got one, but I got one early. And then, like shortly after I got mine, they pulled them all. So not that many people have these posters. I was super sad because my little 2-year-old nephew, I had it rolled up in a paper towel tube, and my little 2-year-old nephew was using it like a lightsaber, and he banged it on something hard enough that the caps we put on it came off, and the poster was like shredded basically because it had come out, and when he hit whatever he was hitting, it must have either caught on something or it just tore because it was lighter weight than the cardboard when he was swinging it around. I'm not quite sure what caused it to tear, but it has like this little ribbon piece hanging off of it. And nobody will fix it. Like I've gone to a few places and they're like, "Oh, you have to get Sprint's permission." So I go to the Sprint store and talk to the manager, and the manager's like, "You have to get NASCAR's permission." So basically, I'm never going to have this poster repaired. But I almost don't care. Like I almost feel like I'm just going to glue it to the backing of something and hang it on my wall cuz there's no way I can get them all to autograph it, but that would have been awesome. I wish I could have done that. But I still might hang it on the wall. Anyways. You know, when I met Harvick, I wish that I would have asked him if I could get Delana, however you say her name, Delana, and Keelan in the picture. Keelan was like, what, 2? Maybe he was a little older than 2, but he was still little. And what is their daughter's name? Piper? And did I have any more kids? Is it just the 2? But anyway, when I met Harvick, it was literally just Keelan. That was the only kid they had. And I'm pretty sure he didn't want to take the picture. I'm pretty sure Delana was like, because she was like, they were sitting on the wall, and she was like furiously whispering something to him. And I'm pretty sure she was like, "You have to take a picture. Like, you can't ignore the blind fan." You know what I mean? Like, I think she was like, "It will look really bad if you ignore the blind fan." Like, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have even known that who it was if he had said no, because the guy who was walking us around didn't say until after he had agreed to take the picture. So I wouldn't have known. I mean, the guy walking us around may have told me after, but otherwise I wouldn't have known if he didn't tell me. So I wished I would have asked if Delana would have been in the picture, but I never think about these things until later. Anyway, Starfire with numbers that go too fast for me to hear. Hello. You're a Kyle Busch fan. I'm glad you missed my spiel about not being a Kyle Busch fan in that case. Oh, I am curious though. You can give me your opinion of because I'm curious what Kyle Busch fans think and the reasoning. Because I know what my reasoning is, but I'm coming from a non-fan perspective. So, like, what is your take on the incident in the race where he was blocking Denny? And I think he was 4 laps down, about to go 5. My thought is, like, you're already 4 laps down. Like, what is one more? Like, it's not that big of a deal, I didn't think. But I'm curious to know, like, I was kind of annoyed with him. Like, I just didn't understand what the point was to try and stay on whatever lap you're on when you're already so far down that you're not going to get your lap back. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to get back on the lead lap by the end of the race. So I don't understand. But tell me what you think because I am curious. The cool collector's item, I'm assuming, is the poster. And yes, it is really cool. And that's why I'm thinking of putting it on the wall, even though it's torn. We could literally put it on a thicker backing, and you could barely even see the part that's torn. So I'm thinking about doing it anyways. I really seriously wish that I could have gotten them all to autograph it. But I didn't know who to contact at NASCAR, and Sprint didn't want to get involved. So like I said, it's never going to be fixed. And I wish that I would have gone to more races so I could have gotten all the people to sign it, because I could get Harvick and Bush and Hamlin, and I don't even remember who else was on it. I think Newman was in there. I don't even remember now, y'all. Seriously. But I think Truex was the one who got kicked out, and they put somebody else in, and then they threw Jeff Gordon in for just because they could, basically. There's no real reason why Jeff Gordon got added other than the fact that it's NASCAR and they can do whatever they want. Like, that was I'm I'm kind of still annoyed about that cuz it's like, I don't know. It's just, it didn't make any sense. Oh, I saw this week. I don't know if this was AI because I've seen this person in my YouTube shorts and I swear it's AI. But they're actual NASCAR drivers talking if they're not AI generated videos. So it's Kyle Busch talking about his plan for retirement and helping Brexton. I think I'm saying that right. I used to call him Braxton, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's Brexton. But helping him get into the NASCAR Truck Series. And I think it's a good plan. Like, I was impressed with him thinking this far. Not like I didn't think he could, but like it was a good plan. I just don't know if it's actually true. Like, I don't know if those are AI generated videos, which I hate because I saw one from Jimmy Johnson talking about getting his start in NASCAR. I don't know if they're true because there's no interviewer talking. And it's not like the channel is not a channel that I recognized. It's not like Dell Jr. or Kenny Wallace or, it's not the big names. Like, I didn't know who it was. And, but I thought Kyle Busch's plan, although I don't really want him to do it because I don't like it when he races in the trucks, but I thought his plan to share, like to run for a championship and then share the ride with Brexton, where Kyle races the big tracks and Brexton races the smaller ones. I thought this was a good idea. And eventually, like, however many years, I think that would end up being like 2, maybe 3. And then when Brexton's ready to take over full time, then Kyle would retire. I thought this was a good plan. But again, like, I couldn't find anything about this, and I didn't. It sounds like him, but AI generated people often sound like themselves, like all the political ones that people make. So I didn't know, but I thought it was a good plan. I guess that's true. He did. Well, I don't know. I didn't hear him say what he was gonna do, but you told me, and I guess that's true. I guess he did do what he said, but I just think it's funny. Last year he was on Denny's podcast and they sounded like they were good friends, and now I guess they're not friends anymore. I don't understand. Like, I gotta listen to what Denny said because now I'm super curious. Like, what did he say that was so bad? Like, I think Kyle was overreacting, maybe, but I don't know. The Candyman, who is no longer the Candyman, but I thought it was more fun when he was the Candyman. I don't remember the name. It's when it. I don't like how YouTube and voiceover interact now. So in the shorts feed, it just reads the titles. It doesn't read who made them anymore. And I know I clicked into them to watch them, but I can't remember the name that was attached. I know there was one, but I can't remember it. But anyway, we're off topic again. I don't mind. This is fun. This is why I do lives instead of pre-recorded videos, even though it hurts my like my viewers. I don't get as many like y'all who are watching this whole time. I don't get credit for you because I'm recording in portrait mode and they only give you credit for landscape mode. So it's gonna take me ages to get to monetizing my channel. Probably not this year, but it's more fun this way. I gotta follow some of y'all back too. I don't necessarily watch the video. Sometimes I will, but I don't necessarily always watch the videos on the channels I subscribe to. But the numbers help everybody, so I will sometimes subscribe to the people that subscribe to me. Oh, I have a question for you. Why did you pick Dr. Pepper product for your name? I'm assuming you like them, or you wouldn't have done it, but I'm just curious. Um, but yeah, I don't always follow everybody who or subscribe to everybody who subscribes to me, but I try to support some of them. I'm still in my remember my conversation Friday or Thursday about direct sales companies? I'm wearing a full-on direct sales company outfit right now, everything but my socks. My It's cold here, so I wore leggings. I'm wearing my favorite dress from LuLaRoe, one of my favorite jackets from LuLaRoe, and leggings from LuLaRoe because it was cold. Not cold, cold, but like Kansas City cold. Our weather and the weather at the track were very similar. Like I think ours is a little colder than theirs, but they're very similar. Um, but yeah, all of my wardrobe, well, most of my wardrobe except NASCAR stuff is still from LuLaRoe, even though I stopped selling it like 4 years ago. You're obsessed. Yep, I think it's fun too. That's why I do it. Even though I get way off topic. And I'm currently looking for an AI program where I can take my lives. Because, the one from Thursday that y'all joined in on, it was 3 hours long. I can't even believe, like, I was able to talk that long. And I could get so much short content for, like, the next month or so out of that video. But y'all, cannot edit it. So if you can see what I'm doing, if not, if you've ever edited a video in Apple on your phone. So if this is your phone, to scroll by second, it's this, like, swipe down, swipe down, swipe down, like, and you're moving by a second. It's a 3-hour video. You know how long that would take me to edit little segments for shorts? I would get, like, some kind of carpal tunnel something by swiping that many times because it takes forever just on the little, like, the reason that my YouTube content has dramatically dropped since back in the day, like, in January, February, March, is because I started doing these lives, and I haven't edited them. I could save them and edit them, but it takes forever for YouTube to save live content to your phone. I don't know why. It's really annoying, but it does. It takes forever. And it usually isn't available for replay until the next day, and that's when it'll save the file to your phone. I don't know why it won't do it before, but it won't. I've tried. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it's because I'm doing it on a phone. I don't know. But I could not sit there and do this like swiping thing, or from the bottom, from the end, you swipe up by second. It would take forever. So I am currently in the market for an AI video editor where I can go and put in the timestamps of the part I want. So, like, if I wanted to do the little part where I talked about direct sales companies, why I would want to do that, I don't know. But if I did, I could say, okay, cut this video starting at 1 hour and 33 minutes and ending at 1 hour and 35 minutes. And then you just click a button and it does it. It makes the video separate. Apparently, you can do this on YouTube, but I've heard, I haven't tried it yet because I'm not brave enough, but I've heard if you do it on YouTube, it gets rid of the original video, which honestly doesn't make sense to me because the file's already on YouTube. But if that's true, I don't want to lose any of my current content, so I haven't tried it yet. I really need to. Maybe I'll try the NASCAR racing experience video because I have a permanent copy of it and I could always repost it. But otherwise, I'm scared to touch it. Um, so there is that. But that's why my content of shorts isn't as plentiful. I was posting 2 a day, like, through most of March, and then I stopped because I didn't feel like editing. But I could get so much content out of that 3-hour video if I could just put in timestamps and have an AI program tell me. But I haven't found one that is accessible and works with voiceover. So, yeah. I like that about Denny too, even if I don't agree with what he's saying. He doesn't. What? Snowing? That's ridiculous. We did that in March several times in a row and it was annoying. I do have the YouTube Studio app. I don't know a lot about how to use it. But yeah. Oh, Denny. Yes. I like that so I can it's really funny because I haven't really even listened to his podcast that much. I literally just started last year. But I can tell now when he's trying to be diplomatic. Like, I can just tell by the way he hesitates and the tone of his voice, I can tell when he's trying to be diplomatic and not say something to either offend someone or, like, get himself in trouble with NASCAR. It's really funny. I can totally tell. And I haven't even listened to it that much. Um, the one thing on YouTube in the Studio app or the YouTube app that drives me nuts is the playlist creation. I cannot get VoiceOver to read the thing, so I can't create new playlists. Like, I'm stuck with the ones I have. I'm trying to put all my blind topic videos into a playlist so people can go and watch them if they want to learn something. But I can't because I can't, like, it's still there, but VoiceOver doesn't read that option ever, like, not even in screen recognition mode. It's really frustrating. Yes, that's why I don't know if I believe the people who tell me it'll ruin the original video, because you can watch somebody else's video even and use it in your own short, which I almost did the other day, but I knew I would get on a rant and it would be longer than a short. Oh my gosh. It still drives me crazy. It's one of those videos where they say they blindfold someone and they guide them around, like the trust walks where they do. It's kind of like that, but like I don't think those are helpful. I think they just make sighted people more scared of being blind. I don't think they're helpful to anyone. And it was this big long thing about a summer camp where they do something like that with teenagers. And it's apparently a very popular video in the Christian world, and I was annoyed. It made me mad. But yes, my father is making chicken wings and they smell really good. And I'm not even hungry, but they smell really good. I want to eat one, even though I'm not hungry, because I had Culver's for lunch today. But 1 hour and 16 minutes? Are you serious? I have been talking that long. I'm surprised you're still here watching me. What the heck? Wow, there's only two of you watching, but still. Wow. I am probably gonna go soon because obviously we've gotten way far off track from the original topic of this video. I'll have to call it Kansas and other topics. Maybe I'll retitle it. But anyway. The last thing I'll say, because I thought this was interesting. This did not come from today. I heard this like, I don't know, probably back in March. It was a show that on the Sirius XM NASCAR channel, they were talking to Jamie Little, and apparently she is one of very few reporters that Michael Jordan will allow to do interviews with. I guess he doesn't like to do them. I don't know, maybe he's tired of it over the years. I don't know. But I thought that was interesting. He they randomly met somewhere and they were talking like they were friends and she didn't think anything of it and they went their separate ways and then like 2 months later he's like, I'm gonna do an interview, but it has to be Jamie. Like, she's the only one I'll do it with. And apparently, according to her, she is one of very few, if not the only NASCAR reporter that he will do interviews with now. So I thought that was interesting. I like Jamie Little. I need an excuse to put her picture back up as my profile picture. Not that she would ever win a race because she's not driving, but so it wouldn't go with my tradition. But I like her. So anyway, I'm getting tired, y'all. Talking to y'all takes a lot of energy. Um, all right, well, you go and get you some food. It's not good to go this long without food. And I will go and see if there's anything sweet to eat for a snack. Alrighty. I'll see you guys later.